I would like to thank you for clicking on this video today. I have a simple project to share with you, and I was inspired by this beautiful paper that I got from Michael's, and it is called Dark Academia right here. And this paper is so pretty. It's single-sided, but super sturdy and very vintage, and of course has all the Dark Academia vibes to it. So it is a cloudy Sunday, and I've been listening to music, and I just felt like making something kind of like a fall back to school Dark Academia situation. This paper pad really inspired me to make something with like vintage book pages and a very simple project for, you know, maybe a college student going to university or just a fun weekend project. So here are the folders that I made, and I'm going to show you what I will do with all of these at the end of the video. But we're going to make one together here on camera. I've got some vintage book pages here. I'm going to show you what we're going to do with that. But this is so easy. You could kill an entire paper pad with this project. And this is what they look like. I love how they turned out. I've made some back to school folders like this on my channel years ago, and I wanted to kind of make it vintage, and it's the time of year for this kind of style of stuff, so I really love it. So there's all the file folders. You can fill this with goodies for a pen pal. You can use these for journal covers and just add paper in the middle. It's whatever you want to do with these, but I just thought this was a cute idea for single-sided paper. So I'm going to show you how to make these. Let's go ahead and get started. So I have my scoring board here. I'm going to stick the 12 by 12 piece of scrapbook paper in here. Now when I say scrapbook paper, I get a lot of questions about what kind of paper it is. When I say scrapbook paper, it is like patterned cardstock, so this one's pretty sturdy. And this is going to go in with the top at the top, bottom at the bottom. The first score mark you're going to make is at 1/2 inch. So don't press too hard. I'm sure those of you who know how a scoreboard works, you know you don't want to press too hard and tear through the paper. And then the next score line is 6 inches. And the next one is 11.5. So we did 1/2, 6, and 11.5. So basically, we scored it down the middle, and then we have a 1/2 inch on each side. Then you're gonna turn it like this to where the bottom is at the left, the top is at the right. And you're gonna score in at 4 inches. Okay, so you won't need your scoreboard anymore. So now all we gotta do is fold on our score lines. So that was a 6 inch score line. We have our 4 inch score line. And then let's do these little 1/2 inch score lines. So now you're just gonna do a little bit of cutting. First thing you're gonna do is since we folded this, we've made little panels here and up here. And then of course you've got the 4 inch score lines there. So all you're gonna do is cut this panel right here off. But here's how it works best. So where there's this score line right here, go above it and cut in at an angle to meet that score line right here, and then just cut straight across the score line. So it's going to end up looking like a little crooked wedge. And then when you go to cut this off, go on the right side slightly of that score line. So the reason we went a little bit slightly to the right of that score line is so when you fold this up and fold this over, there's no obstruction here by this being too far out. So you'll see how that comes together in a second. But we're going to do this side the exact same way. We're going to go to the left this time of the score line, so the inside of that score line. Cut you're going to make is on either side of this middle score line, just on the bottom 4 inches. So I'm going to go just a sliver to the right of the score line and just meet that one right there, and then a sliver to the left of it. So you're just cutting off a little tiny strip in the middle. And then you have to get rid of this excess piece. So I like to fold this up. So now you have this little gap here, so these don't get obstructed. So the last little cut we're gonna make is right over here. So you're just gonna go to see where the top of this pocket is and just make a little crease over here on the panel, so you know where to cut. Do the same thing over here. Just do a little crease where the top of that pocket is. So then all you're gonna do is the same thing. You're going to cut this off at an angle, but start from the top and meet it at an angle, and then cut straight across that score line. Just like that. So the reason we did that is because we're gonna be closing this up, and if we left this without a gap, the pocket would only go as far as this line right here. It would only have that much. But because we made this little gap, now the pocket will go all the way to the edge of the folder. So you'll see when we glue that down. So we're gonna go slightly from the top, meet it at an angle, and then just cut off that wedge. So I recommend using some pretty strong adhesive to glue down your flaps. I'm gonna use my fave, which is this Scor Tape. I will link it below. This is really strong, nothing's coming up when you use this tape. So this is like double-sided adhesive, and I'm just gonna go to the very edge of these flaps. And I love it because you can just tear it away like that. You don't need scissors. So this is a really simple, fast project. So I just like to kind of burnish this down with my bone folder, make sure it's really, really adhered down to the fibers of the paper. And then I'm just going to undo the backing and close these up. So just make sure everything is flat down and close the flap. So it gives it a nice finished look on the edge and closes that pocket. Isn't that super cute already? So the last thing I'm gonna do is round these two corners. I think it looks a lot nicer, and it kind of gives it, again, a finished look. So I rounded those two corners, and I'm gonna round these two corners as well. Just this one here, and that one. So here's our completed folder. Isn't that super cute? I love these folders. You can use these, you can use this method to make like journal covers. You can just, you know, sew in your paper, or you can just use these to give to somebody in like a stack, which is what we're gonna do. So I like to put a little label here in case somebody wants to use them for different things, like maybe their book notes or something like that. So there is the sheet in the paper collection. Actually, there's two of them, and they have these labels on them. So I'm gonna choose one for this one here. Let's see, that one's super cute, but it's kind of too matchy. That might be too big. This one, ooh, what about this one? I think that one's a good one. So I'm just gonna quickly cut this out. Okay, so I cut this label out, and I'm gonna just stick it right there. I like how they're randomly placed on all the folders that I made, and I'm just gonna round the corners. So I think I'm just gonna place it right there in the middle, and it makes it look like an old vintage book cover. So I'm going to just adhere that down. Gonna center that, and we are all done with this folder. You can stick lots of goodies in there. So let me bring the other ones in that I made. So here's all the others that I made. And here's the one we just did together. So let me show you how I would package these for like a friend, if I was gonna give these as a gift, or like I said, a student going off to college or high school. So just take a piece of your book paper, and I happen to have some vintage book paper, and I love all the aging. So I'm just gonna take it and fold little 1-inch folds. So, but after you do your first 1-inch fold, take just about 30 to 36 inches of crinkled dyed seam binding from my favorite shop on Etsy, MyScrapcabin. She is offering my subscribers a coupon code, which I'll put here. So I know you guys know and love her as well, so you can get 10% off with that coupon code. But it's perfect for this project because it's vintage and this just goes so perfectly with it. So find like the center of it and kind of just stick it under that first fold. And then just keep folding this in 1-inch folds, just like this. So when you get to the end, instead of folding it over like this, you're just gonna bring this last little flap over like that. And I like to glue that down so it doesn't move around, but this paper is so delicate. So I'm gonna be using some wet glue instead of like double-sided adhesive, because it'll rip the paper. So I'm just using this Aqua Mono Liquid Glue by Tombow, and I'm just going to use that to glue that last little piece over. So now we have this strip with the seam binding coming out of either side, and take your beautiful stack of folders that we just made, and I like to do the paper on the front like this. So we're just going to wrap this around to bundle these all together and tie this in the back. But get it kind of a little bit tight so it holds those folders together. So I'm just gonna tie this like this and do a bow. So now they're all bundled together with that vintage book paper and the cute seam binding on the back. Now you can do this in the front if you want, but I like the look of this. So if you want to do like a little finishing touch on here, you can put a tag. You can use any paper collection for this project because most paper collections or paper pads have these cut apart sheets with journaling spots, and you can use those as a tag. So I'm just going to take this cute little tag right here, and I would place it right there and just write my message to whoever this is going to right there. So let me find a paper clip. I think that would look really good. So I have these like oversized jumbo paper clips. I think it looks really cute like that. And there's the finishing touch. So I think that's a cute gift for anybody. I just love this project, and again, you can use any paper collection, use up the entire paper pad making a bunch of these. So I had a lot of fun making this, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye!